Hi friends, it's Jan, and today I'm coming back with another meal from Foods from Novels. This is from the book One Italian Summer. Very good book. I really love this book. And I'm going to go ahead and read a couple of paragraphs of this meal that I tried to replicate as close as possible. Not quite, but it's close enough, I think, just to get the inspiration of the book, the feel of the book. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this is Katy and Adam. She's going to meet Adam, who is, I don't want to say too much in case this might be a spoiler for some people that haven't read the book yet, but let's move on. Okay, so chapter 10. I wake up to a soft rapping at my door. "One moment," I say, the haze and pressure of a hangover setting in. I look at the clock. It's after 8 p.m. I came back from lunch, just thinking I'd lie down, and now I've been cold asleep for over 3 hours. I grab a glass of water on the dresser and chug it as I open the door. On the other side is Nika, dressed in a white shirt and high-waisted jeans, hair down. She has a little blush on her cheeks. She looks lovely. "Hi," I say. "Hello," she says. "Good evening. You're all right?" I look down at my crinkled cover-up and feel my face. Despite the sun hat, it feels tight and hot. Sunburned, no doubt, from today. I don't think I reapplied sunscreen once after the dock, and the restaurant was almost entirely uncovered. "Yes," I say, "too much wine at lunch. And are you—" "Oh," she says. She rolls her eyes at herself. "The gentleman downstairs was concerned. I told him I would come up to check on you. See to it that you are okay." Adam. Shoot. "Tell him I'll be right down," I say. "And I'm so sorry." "Thank you." Nika nods. "I will." "Hey, Nika," I say, remembering. "Marco told me Adam is trying to buy the hotel." Nika laughs. "Marco thinks everyone is always trying to take this place from him. It is not as desirable as he thinks." "Really?" Nika shrugs. "Well, I think it's desirable, of course. I love it. It has been my family's life for so many years. I don't know about Adam. Maybe he's trying, but we could use help." "I'll be right down," I tell her. "Thank you for coming to get me." "I'll let Mr. Westbrook know," she says with a smile, then closes the door behind her. I get in the shower. It takes me 12.5 minutes to rinse off, put on a floral summer dress, run a brush through my hair, and put on the most minimum makeup within reach: blush, lip gloss, a fast swipe of mascara. When I get downstairs, Adam is seated at the same table he was at breakfast. "She lives," he says, standing. He's dressed in tan linen pants and a white linen shirt. He has a mala bracelet on, made out of wooden beads, the kind you see at yoga studios all over LA. His blonde hair flops down over his forehead. He looks good. "I'm so sorry," I say. "I had too much wine at lunch and fell asleep. I never day drink." He grins at me. His teeth, I notice, are very white. "Italy," he says. What else are you going to do?" Adam gestures to the chair across him, and I sit. "You skipped cocktail hour," he says. "But I thought we could have dinner." Seated now, I feel the familiar sensation in my stomach, like an engine starting. Lunch was ages ago. "Yes, please," I say. "I'm starving." Adam opens his menu. "What do you like?" he asks me. It's such a simple question, unordinary, but I find myself unable to answer it. I am so used to the pleasure of habits. Do I even like the chopped salad at La Scala, the hazelnut creamer, the color white? Is familiarity a taste, or just an accustomed tolerance? The tomato salad and ravioli are delicious," I say. Adam smiles. "Oh, I know, but in my opinion, nothing beats their primavera. And there is a salt fish here that is, he brings his pinched fingers to his lips in a chef's kiss. I'll leave it to you then. Why don't we get both, he says. I'll share if you will. The way he says it, like he's daring me, makes something inside me turn over. Wine? He says. I close one eye. Oh, right, lunch. We'll take it easy. He orders a glass of Barolo for himself, and I get an iced tea. It takes a little while to explain to our waiter, the same gentleman who served us at breakfast. I learned his name is Carlo. What is involved in an iced tea? What ends up coming out is a pot of black tea and a cup of ice. Fair enough. So Katy, Adam says, tell me, what is your deal? My deal? Your deal. I heard you're trying to buy this place, I blurt out. I sit back, rubbing a hand over my face. I'm sorry, it's none of my business, but Marco seemed kind of upset this morning, and also, I think you lied to me. Adam laughs. I think omitted is probably a better verb. Lie by omission, then? Adam holds his hands palms faced up in surrender. Fair enough. It's just that people get understandably prickly when they think you're trying to mess with a local and storied establishment. Also, we just met. So why are you? Adam takes a sip of wine. I work for a hotel company. That part was true, obviously. I told you they want a piece of property in Poisitano. Also true. I just neglected to mention that this is the piece of property we would like. But Marco doesn't want to sell. Adam shrugs. They were hit hard recently. I'm not sure they have the money to stay open the way they want, the right way. They're struggling. Their margins are close. Remember, Poisitano only sees tourism for 5 months a year, tops. This hotel has been in their family for hundreds of years. I don't know if that's true, actually, but it feels true. More like 40 years, but yes. Adam leans his elbows onto the table. His body hovers closer to me. Do we really have to talk about this? I feel my entire body flush, right down to my toes. This is the moment. This is the moment when I say, hey, just for the record, I'm married. I mean, I don't know how married I am currently, whether this is a break or a beginning of a full-blown divorce or what exactly is going on with me and Eric. But there are rings upstairs that up until 24 hours ago sat on my finger for 5 years. But I don't. Instead, I say, no. Adam sits back. Good. The fish comes and it's whole. Head, tail, everything. And entirely encapsulated in a giant salt crust. Carlo proudly displays it on a clean white serving dish. Gorgeous, Adam says. Bravo. Carlo sets up a deboning station a few paces over and starts knocking away the salt crust. It comes off in big, satisfying chunks. I think about what Eric would do if he were here. Eric is the pickiest eater on the planet. He likes chicken and pasta and broccoli. My mother used to say he never evolved his palate, that he ate like a 6-year-old child. She was right, and I think now that the reason this experience is so extraordinary is that California Pizza Kitchen was on regular rotation in our household. The only time we ate well was when my mother cooked. Carlo brings the plates over. The filet white fish sits beside sauteed vegetables and roasted baby fingerling potatoes. My stomach rumbles in anticipation. This looks incredible, I say. Enjoy, Carlo says. He leaves and I pick up my fork, lifting off a flaky bite. I swear, I say, I think this hotel is my favorite restaurant in the world. Adam looks at me. It's up there, he says, but this just tells me you have not been nearly to enough places. I think about Eric and our yearly trip to Palm Springs, about our 5-year anniversary in Miami. You're not wrong, I say. Have you been to Europe before? Yes, I say. It's true, technically. London counts, right? We sink into the meal. The fish is perfectly buttery. The vegetables are drenched in olive oil. The pasta is al dente. I finally cave and end up ordering a glass of wine. Adam was raised in Florida, but now lives in Chicago. He loves Italy, but not as much as he loves France. France actually has better tomatoes and cheese, he tells me. Provence has the best produce in the world. His mother was born in Paris and spent her childhood there. He speaks fluent French. He likes hiking, dogs, and air travel. He doesn't love being in the same place too long. He's single. He offers the information up in the form of an ex-girlfriend he went to Tokyo with a few months back. It's subtle, but effective. It was a terrible trip, but I guess I can't blame the city for our breakup. It was a long time coming. I'm sorry, I say. I'm not, he says. Who knows where I'd be now? One thing different, everything different. I fiddle with my wine glass, swallowing the remainder. Are you a dessert person? Adam asks me. I have a sweet tooth. I always have. I get it from my father. My mother never cared for sugar, and neither does Eric. Give me a big bag of pretzels over a bar of chocolate any day, my mother used to say. Yes, I say, definitely. They have this berry torte. It's seasonal. I'm not sure it's on the menu this year, but I think we can get Carlo to deliver us one. Sure enough, the berry torte idea is welcomed with enthusiasm, and then minutes later, a delicate berry and cream concoction is delivered to our table. Ladies first, Adam says, sliding it over to me. I take a spoonful. It's predictably divine. Oh my God. He takes a bite too. I know. I think this is the best thing I've ever tasted. I'm not kidding. Adam sits back, takes a look at me, really looks at me. I feel his gaze on me like it's a hand. Okay, friends, so we'll go ahead and end that little description of them over their meal. And as I stated, I tried to replicate as closely as possible. It's not quite the same. So let me explain to you what I have here. Okay, so in the story, it's salt encrusted fish, which, number one, I'm not really a seafood person, but I thought I picked up this tilapia panko crusted fish from Trader Joe's. And then I cooked some carrots, a variety of carrots. There's like purple carrots, just a purple carrot there. And then a variety of potatoes, and they're drenched in olive oil and butter with some nice rock salt. I sprinkled rock salt on it. So I'll go ahead and dive into that. And then when I'm done tasting that, we're gonna dive into, I couldn't find a torte. Nobody has a torte close by. So this was the closest that I can get. And I think it's cute. And I think, like I said, it'll capture the essence of the book and this little vignette here of their dinner. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold the plate up this way. That way you can get a kind of a visual of it. And let's go ahead and start with the panko crusted tilapia. Ooh, hear that? Nice. So, smells good too. It's nice panko encrusted fish, tilapia. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I did cook it in some butter, some nice tasty butter. So let's give it a whirl. Mm-hmm. Mmm. I know. This is not the exact way that the fish was cooked. However, I'm not saying this just to say it, but if you can find something similar to this, if you have a Trader Joe's, I'll show you the box at the end. This is actually good. It's crunchy, it's flavorful, it's not fishy, and it's good. I'm gonna have another bite. And this was just butter, cooked in butter. Mmm. Okay, and then we have some of these little different types of potatoes. Yeah, I just roasted or cooked some different colored, multicolored carrots, and then some baby potatoes. There's some purple potatoes, red potatoes, white potatoes, and butter and olive oil. Mmm. But I can't imagine eating this meal in Italy, in Poisitano, in a nice fancy restaurant. I can't imagine what that would taste like, but hey, this is close enough. Okay, friends, and then just to round it, close out the video, I know, like I said, there wasn't a fruit torte, but this is the closest that my local store had, and I've never tried it before, so this will be a first. So let's go ahead and just have a little taste. Mmm. This is kind of like really airy. So you get cake in the bottom, and this is like a cream, but it's like really airy. And then you have another layer of cake here on the top. And then you have, I think this is buttercream with some white chocolate shavings. Really good. One more taste. This is so fun. I like reading books, and when it's all started with Eat, Pray, Love, I thought, oh, what would that margarita pizza taste like? But I think it's fun reading a book and then kind of recreating like the food that they're eating. Really nice. But again, friends, I'll show you the box to this. This is a must. If you have fish, try and you know, crust it with some panko breadcrumbs. Oh, it's delicious. Those of you that do eat fish. Okay, friends, so thank you so much for watching. I am on page 85. I'm on page 85. Just started chapter 11 of the book. Love this book. It's so good. Kind of makes you think like, what would it be like if I were to have seen my mom when she was middle-aged? Really interesting book. If you run across this book, so far I would recommend. It's a good read. Okay, friends, I thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, friends. Bye.